Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. I have to admit, this is one I didn't even know was coming out, or actually this is two that I didn't know were coming out. Released by the band Thunder. They have two live albums that they dropped today. One was from 2006, and then one was from 2015. On Ear Music, they released, or they recorded a show in Arlington Academy, or not Arlington, Islington Academy in South London on their touring cycle for their eighth album, Robert Johnson's Tombstone. And it was kind of recorded without the guests of the event even knowing that they were going to do it some Planet Rock Christmas party, and there's only about 800 people there. And they had no idea that Thunder was going to show up and do this show, and they just kind of were there and played, and it was just kind of a surprise. And then Live at Leeds was the other one on here, recorded in 2015. It's part of their Wonder Days album, and that one's a whole full show. It's 2 CD. The first one's a single CD. The second one's a double CD. Both dropped today, and didn't know that. So I just got done checking out Live in Islington. I think that's how it's pronounced. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And it was fun. It was... this is recorded in 2006, and it's amazing how tight the band was sounding actually at this point in time. This show just sounds like fun. They only played, was it 10 songs on here? Yep. And, a pretty cool mix of stuff. The funny part is it's like the first part of the show just starts out, and they're kind of just running right through the songs pretty much as they are. I don't know can't remember how many studio albums these guys have out, but there's quite a few. They've been around years and years and years, and they ended up with the last few songs they kind of extended and made a little bit longer, especially Dirty Love was kind of funny. He's yelling out your what did he say, give your dirty, stinky, nasty, I don't even remember what he said in there, and then make some joke about everybody in the crowd being moist, which I thought was hilarious because one of my sons actually hates that word, and I just heard that and was cracking up, but I thought it was pretty funny. Like I said, the first part of the show was pretty much, the songs as they are. And what I was really noticing is how, like I just mentioned, how tight the band is. And the playing on this was like spot on. It's actually it was extremely high energy for like a really small show like this. It was amazing how good this sounded and how big it sounded. The backing vocals were like spot on, and that's one thing that I think a lot of bands ignore is how much that can like build a song up and how much more energy good backing vocals can give a song. And I know they're live, not on tape, because towards the end of the set here they got a little bit rough. So you could hear a little bit of strain on the singing, both lead and the background vocals. So if something's on tape and they're they're tracking, tracks on backing tracks or whatever, that doesn't usually happen. So it was kind of cool to hear that, just knowing that it was live. I like live albums. It just has a different energy to it. They're fun, and especially with one like that where it's they're kind of more of an intimate crowd. But it didn't affect negatively in any way how they performed. In fact, the really extended version of Dirty Love, they ended that just like with a built up extended ending to it. There was a little breakdown in the middle of it too and everything, but they it's funny because a band, you think one of the biggest hits, some bands might get sick of playing these songs over and over and over again, but they made this sound like they just absolutely loved playing this song, which is fun because that's what I think the audience wants to hear. They want to hear the band that they love playing a song that they love, sounding like they love it, and I think that's kind of what they did on this album. Now, Live at Leeds, I kind of like skipped through this one. Actually, I haven't listened to the whole thing because it's extremely long, but I just wanted to get an idea what this one sounded like, and it's definitely got a different feel to it. The bigger crowd, different energy to it. The recording of it sounds a little bit more well mixed, I guess. I don't know how to put it, but definitely a higher energy to it. He's got a little bit, the banter that he's got going on is a little bit more for like the bigger crowds. It's not the little intimate talking to the people, just shouting out, although there isn't a whole lot of it on here. So, at least not that I've heard yet. I'm going to give this a little bit better listen. So, if anybody's heard this one and has a little bit more they want to comment on that one, because like I just said, I haven't listened to this entirely quite yet, but I just wanted to get the feeling of the energy of it and what this one was like compared to the first one. And definitely has a different energy to it, although it's more of that. I don't even know how to explain it. I know how it feels because I play like different styles of shows myself, and when you get a bigger show, it's a different feel. You're just like more like on like a different level. Like you're just like trying to like perform bigger and more epically as far as your performance goes, and you're kind of concentrating more what you're doing because like there's more eyes on you, and you can hear that in the music. And when you're playing more intimate shows, I think sometimes you actually play better because you're not really worried about much of anything. I don't know if they actually knew that it was going to be released, but you can hear that it was a little bit more relaxed and more fun. So I can actually hear that in the performances for what I listened to so far, and I just found that interesting. So anyway, really cool band. Really liking this. Just a quick overview of this one that, like I said, I didn't even know was coming out. So figured I'd do this one really quick because there might be a few people out there that didn't even know these two are coming out. So anyway, tell me what you think. As always, like, share, and subscribe to keep this music alive because I think this band is one of the ones that doesn't get quite enough attention. I think it was the last studio album out was called Dopamine, which I thought was pretty cool. I actually wrote a song right before this came out called Dopamine that I had put out for people to hear. And so I heard this one. The title of the album, I had to check it out real quick. And I saw the album cover of that one was like really weird. And I saw a couple of people commenting on it that they didn't get it, thought it was stupid. But I was like, no, I totally get that. So I felt like a little connection with that album just because of that little thing, so sometimes people have connections you don't even know with the music, and this is one of these bands that I heard like way back when they first came out, and I've just always followed them because I just had that. They've changed their style a little bit over the years, but I've always felt a little bit of a connection with this band back then, and then their newest album that came out, just a little personal thing for me. So if you guys have experienced anything like that with this band, as always, feel free to share, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one. We'll see you.